I'm Elena Katz-Chernin. I live in Australia, in Sydney. 2 years ago, I was asked by Melbourne Symphony Orchestra to write a piece in a tribute to the man who reinvented tango, Astor Piazzolla. And they specified that I should be as free as I would like to be and write a piece just as an inspiration from Piazzolla rather than using the piece of Piazzolla. So once I started the process, I tried to recollect memories of what Piazzolla meant to me and tried to use my own language to somehow reinterpret those memories. And hence I called the piece Re-Collecting, like fragmenting, ASTORoids. It's like little stars, a little, well, asteroids, wrongly spelled, but not, of course, it's not wrongly spelled. It's Astor as a play on the name. And I tried to put different aspects of what I remembered in different movements. Hence, the piece is not just one big piece, it's 5 movements. So I kind of set out to write as many little sketches first, and I came up with, some very soulful material. I used I call it Piazzollan device of sliding chords, where the chords just kind of ooze into each other. They slide from one note changes, then another note changes, and so there are movements which are less rhythmic, which may be not quite Piazzollan, but you kind of take an aspect of something and make it your own. Then in some others, I just do unashamed tango, but more like Russian way, because I come from Russia. So for me, that's the influence there. I can't shake that off. It's just part of me. So even if I thought maybe I'll start and try to do Argentinian tango, I can't. So it's my way of looking at the different tango elements that I can do in my piece. I heard Piazzolla's music many, many years ago when he wasn't, I don't think, was as popular as he is now. That was like maybe 25 years ago, when I was writing very experimental modern music. And I was just so happy to hear music that had this amazing melodies, beautifully inventive rhythms and harmonies. And it was just so comforting and so passionate and so different to what I was actually studying at the time. And I was really drawn to that. And I thought I was the only one. I kind of thought I discovered this. I just loved also his playing, the bandoneon playing. And I adore bandoneon. It's one of my favorite instruments. I couldn't help buying bandoneon myself and tried to play it, but it's very difficult. It's one of those incredibly hard instruments. I just think he was like this fountain of inspiration. Just things just flew out of him, and the way he actually played them as well. It's just amazing. So I just love when somebody writes fantastic music, and if it touches me, that's how I get inspired. I feel really lucky this year that Marin Alsop chose this piece, Re-Collecting ASTORoids, for this August 2011, to be played again by this amazing orchestra, Cabrillo Orchestra. It's just a collection of this amazing people giving their time and skill, which is exceptional. And I just feel very, very lucky and very humbled, because I just think there's so many wonderful composers and great pieces out there. So it's just very special to be asked not once, like last year, but also this time. And last year was just such a great experience. I thought, well, I'm already the luckiest girl alive, but to be asked again is a special, very special thing.